Good timing is absolutely vital. It really is vital. It's the most, after safety, I would think that timekeeping is the most important thing on British Rail.
Everybody knows that delays are one of our customers' prime concerns. Nobody likes being delayed on a train, and at the end of the day we're paying out quite a lot of money in the passengers' charter because of this very reason.
Does it matter? Of course it matters. We are running a public service, and the public expect us to keep our trains on time, and we should do. We should do.
Good timekeeping is essential for the running of the railway. It's essential for this depot. It's essential for the station. We're one of the major areas for repair work. If we don't get the trains in on time and we don't get them out on time, the passenger suffers. The BR suffers. We all suffer. There's no benefits to be had by late running trains.
It's not trivial. It's the most important thing that's come up for a long time. But it's getting the train crews to understand it. It's not just train crews. The signalman's got to make sure the signal's pulled off. The shunter's got to make sure the train's out the sidings. The platform staff have got to make sure the train crew are on the train. Everybody's got a vital part to play.
Hello, I'm Tony Goff, Operations Manager for the South Eastern Division. I'm here to talk to you about a problem facing all of us: how to convince our customers that we can run a punctual and reliable railway. This programme is about all of you involved in the frontline operation of the railway. Whether you're a driver, conductor, trainman, a shunter, signalman or a member of the station staff, you are all on the front line. As we all know, our present performance isn't good enough. After safety, timekeeping and reliability are our customers' #1 priority. We didn't meet the passengers charter in Kent Coast, and only just in Kent Link. This has meant we've had to pay out. Does this matter? Yes, of course it does. It means we don't have enough money to improve the service for our customers or to make things better for you. To meet the passengers charter, we've got to do something about it. But this isn't all. In May next year, we'll have to meet the standards required for international trains, which are even higher. So there's a lot to do, and we've got to start now. So why isn't our performance good enough? What causes delay? There are two main reasons. Firstly, incidents, anything from points failures to train failures, bombs to trespassers. This programme isn't about these. It's about minor delays, those odd minutes lost in depots, sidings, at stations and by signals.
There's plenty of people that consider only a couple of minutes not much and that you can make it up. But quite often you can't make 2 minutes up when you leave Ramsgate. If you're working a train to London and you leave Ramsgate 2 minutes late, quite often you'll get to Faversham and you've lost 3 or 4 minutes, and then you miss a connection, or perhaps the signalman's forced to put a slow train in front of you. This again creates problems. Then when you get to the London area, Swanley, you could be 7 or 8 minutes down. Now you're in multi-track and you're in the suburban area where there's, during the peak hours, lots of other trains from other areas coming in, and there's no way you're going to get any of that time back. So quite often on a peak hour you can be 10, 11 minutes down into London.
There's so many things that can go wrong. A passenger leaving a shoe, dropping a shoe between the platform and the train. You have to be polite to them and say sorry, but you'll have to get the next one. Or somebody holding the door open for their friend. Oh, he's just up the stairs. And you get one of those every station. 20 seconds, 30 seconds here and there. That amounts up on the way up.
Well, you might have a brake failure in the yard, or the unit may not be joined up properly together, and maybe a motor, with 40 motors on there, or anything of those descriptions could be, cause a delay.
The real pain is the driver not being there. It's the real pain, you're not turning up. Time is lost on the platform by, I would say, crew changes quite a lot, and attaching and detaching stock.
Right, it's everybody's responsibility. From the man on the platform who's getting the old lady on with a suitcase, from the driver who's not in his chair because he's reading his newspaper, because the guard who's come out with his cup of tea at the last minute. If they all done it right, we'd be a lot better off.
We all know that the South Eastern is a difficult railway to operate, with its complex layouts, flat junctions, 4 London termini, 1,600 trains each day, with 200 each in the morning and evening peaks. This means that the train plan is complex too. It's difficult to fit all the trains in, crossing moves require careful programming, and the number of trains needs very close headways. So we've got a very tight timetable, but it's all done for a good reason. So it's all the more important to avoid losing odd minutes. It's unprofessional, it annoys customers and ourselves, and these delays can snowball into worse delays and disrupt junction and terminal workings. They also use up recovery margins, and because we use average figures, we need high right time performance on good days to offset bad days when we have incidents and technical failures. So if we reduce the number of lost minutes, we won't be penalised by the passenger's charter. How do we do it? These are the most important actions we can take to get it right. Firstly, we must make the train plan workable. That includes train crew and stock diagrams, as well as junction and platform workings.
Correct berthing and the crew being there, ready to go. It's the only way we can deal with it.
If we get the right information from control via Gemini, then we have every chance of not having to shunt and shunt and shunt to get the formations right. Correct information from everywhere to Gemini, back to the yard, we can plan, we can play our game of chess, and we can get the job done properly and get it right first time.
Right time starts are essential if trains are to get to their destinations on time. If we start late, we arrive late.
For the new driver coming into the job, his main worry or his main priority will be to do the simple things correctly, i.e. get to work on time, read the instructions on time, read the notices on time, read the late notices especially because of safety, make sure they're on the train ready to prepare it at the booked time. And this can at least ensure that the train is ready to move at the booked time.
Train crew staff would help most of all by being at their trains on time. Mainly in the sidings. It might not seem all that much to them being on a set of empties in the sidings somewhere else, but they are put there at that time to fit into our complex system.
If there is a delay incurred, then they must make good communication with other members of staff to minimise any delays that may be incurred on the service.
Regulating decisions at junctions must be fully thought out.
Obviously regulating is very important, keeping the trains in the correct order, allowing fast trains to proceed past slow trains, not trying to get a fast train stuck behind, stopping the train, stops every station, you know.
If there is a late running train, then it's possible that it could be diverted down to the fast lines and getting back to book time. A signalman would obviously bear that in mind, and he would regulate the traffic if need be to get the traffic back to the booked working. So a little bit of common sense and a little bit of regulating.
We must keep to book running schedules and station times.
Be on the train in time for train crew, be ready in time, not wandering out of the room half a minute before time with a cup of tea in their hand, no train prep, not ready. Station staff, make sure they're there. If the crew's not there, phone up, find out why they're not there. If the train's a failure, find out if there's another service we can pinch and get it away. Lots of little things you can do.
Stay alert, look at what's coming up and look ahead as well as what is coming. They can see problems, act before they happen.
And finally, we must make announcements in good time, both on trains and at stations.
The secret of good timekeeping from a retail point of view is to make sure that platform staff are out there in time to see the train away, to make sure that adequate announcements are made to customers, especially if they need to change platforms, and to offer some assistance to those people who might be having trouble boarding the train. Also, I think it's very important that we make sure that catering trolleys are aboard in plenty of time before the train departs, as this can often cause quite a lot of delay.
All this is about attention to detail, and is up to each of us to play our part.
The secret of good timekeeping, that everybody on the railway is responsible for good timekeeping, whether it be a driver, whether it be a signalman or a railman on the platform. We all have a responsibility to good timekeeping, and hopefully the public will get a better service, and at the end of the day they pay our wages and they are our customers.
It is important. We all have a role to play. Collectively we've got a responsibility to ensure that the trains are out. Everyone's doing what they have to do when they should be doing it. It reflects on the business, it reflects on the passenger's charter. The less we pay out, the more money we've got to spend on rolling stock and infrastructure. If we continue paying out on the passenger's charter, then we're not going to get the improvements that the passengers want to see.
Efficiency on the platform can always be improved. I think we all have to work hard at that. But as I say, it's knowing what your job is and doing your job as good as you possibly can. Be hard-working, conscientious, and I think you'll see the end results.
Efficient timekeeping is possible, and it can get a lot better. We have ARS, we've got new stock, we've got the network of trains that have coming in. We will have signalman to cab radio systems, DOO, and all this will assist the signalman and assist the driver to get trains back to book working if running late, and to hopefully keep the service on time when the service is running normally.
We've got to be right. We've literally got to be right. We've got to get the job right. I know it sounds like I've been doing this for 18 years and I've always thought that way. I didn't used to bother. Oh dear, it's 3 minutes late. Not to worry. Ring the bell, we keep going. But now you've got to get it right.
At the end of the day, we're judged by our customers. They want trains on time and they have a right to expect them on time. It's down to all of us to make sure they are on time. To make this happen, we need your commitment. We also need your input and ideas. So if you know how we can avoid delays, tell your supervisor or manager. We need your help to get it right. Together, we will get it right. Thank you.